think fast. I just caught a little omens of why dogs, some dogs may feel uncomfortable around me. Because I realize when you raise your vibration that animals become comfortable with you. You know, they get to a level where, through all you can see it from the bees to from insects to regular animals, to sea creatures, whatever. Smoke. Matter of fact, that's funny. I'm able to smoke now in my videos a little more because not only I'm retaining my memory, but I'm also seeing how to, go with the flow, being myself in the moment, again, not being too, stern on the situation. But anyway, as I was walking out of Whole Foods, they had like a dog, but it was like a dog, almost looked like a wolf. And like he kind of tripped out as I was walking out, almost kind of like scared and wanting to come at me type of vibe. I'm like, bro, I'm giving off this high vibration. Why would he feel like that or do that? But then I thought about it. It's that Lyran energy, it's that feline star, Sekhmet, Bastet, or Bastet, however they say it. But it's the other line deity. But that energy, what I'm saying, those dogs feel. So even though they feel the divine energy, and two, you got the Sirius energy, the Canis energy, that's like the Anu, or Anubis, Anubis, the dog face, So Anubis is more connected to the Sirius. So too, when I thought about that too, with the Sirius connection, I thought about how, what was the connection with, where I remember always being like, I'm from Sirius, feeling that energy. But after looking at the history of the Lyrans, we passed through Orion's belt and Sirius. So if some of us may feel tied to those areas as well, that may be the case. But, that dog energy of Anu or Anubis, sometimes disagree with that feline Lyran energy, you know what I'm saying? Because the Lyrans also, and then you look at the connection linguistics, feline and like matter of fact, how brethren use that terminology. It's a little derogatory to a certain extent, but like instead of saying a female, they say fee, but female or feline, you know what I'm saying? And you see that feminine energy stemming from the Lyran Empire, first. That was the empire where that feminine energy comes from. And then that's when the rest of, the rest of, I would say the rest of the universe, but the other beings want to break away from that dominance of feminine energy. And that's when the masculine and the ego took over, you know what I'm saying? There's more, again, these beings, even these beings that's on a higher level than, I didn't say higher, but, our higher self, our ancient self, or ancient ancestors on a star level, they also are just a personification of just pure energy, It's just the pure combat or polarity of masculine and feminine, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like the personification of the energies raising up the Kundalini. Like raising up and, like a paradigm shift, like, the Ida and the Pangala cross each other ever so often, and we at that point where it's crossing, and coming together. But I thought about that, like, well, if you find yourself where you're close to all animals, you're carrying that high vibration, but dogs may still kind of, every now and then be tripped out. I also thought about this too, though, with the dogs. I'm like, dogs don't like me because they know I'm bringing in a high vibration that's going to not allow for them to be pampered on that level, like, because the dog got an ego with the master in essence, like dogs like that little pack life of, excuse me, that pack life of being taken care of. And like, say for instance, like how, like if a caged bird been in the cage for so long and then you open it, it'll still stay in the cage, like, because it's so used to the cage, it won't even fly out, even though the freedom is right there. It's like, now that it's in his face, he's like, bro, I'm so used to this cage, I don't even want to fly out. Same thing with a dog. I think the dogs got beef with me because they know I'm in essence gonna free them up, but some people like their cages or their chains or whatever the case may be. So I also feel that vibe, and that's what it's all about too, as far as like picking up on psychic readings and Telepathy is whatever little thought first hit your mind, like without no explanation for it. Like, it's just something that just boom. That dog probably mad at me or beefing with me because of that lion energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just things that just come right to you intuitively. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as you practice with it and get more and more away from your logic, you'll start to pick up on your intuitive readings and that clear cognitive ability. Because we all have these abilities. It's just stronger, and it's just stronger in some of us than others. And also, some of us have particular areas that we may be stronger in than others. But I just wanted to, share that, how that lion energy, that female feline energy, the ancient geneticists, And think about it too, that ancient feline energy, who are the ancient geneticists. And remember what I talked about, the reason why males have nipples, because we're in a female stage in the embryo, So who else but the feminine geneticists would be the people, that would have that, that aspect to our bodysuit, because it's a bodysuit too. Who else would have that technology to our bodysuit but beings that were, feminine based, feline, feminine based beings, That's why as a man you got nipples, cause from darkness of the womb man let there be the solar phallic light of the masculine energy, from the darkness. And also how to realize how, how they do what came first, the chicken or the egg. A better situation to realize how that feminine energy kind of came first. What came first? The star, what came first? The light? The light from the star, or the star? Or all of the stuff that's around it, that it sits in essence, you know what I'm saying? Like, what came first? Called Ray, this physical body, or the essence of the universe that been everywhere forever and ever, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that fabric of the universe that was here first, Is that everything everywhere that allows for something to be manifested within it, you know what I'm saying? So it's that darkness of that womb man that allowed for that light to have a canvas in essence, Because how would the star come before? Because even for the star to exist, it have to have some type of platform for it to exist on and in, And so how could it come first? Something would have to be there first for it to exist, in essence, if you feel what I'm saying. Some type of canvas or nothingness. Whether you consider it nothingness, because that's the 99 point whatever percent that's nothingness in the atom, or that dark matter, you know what I'm saying, that's in the inside that atom. So even though you may say it's like antimatter or dark matter, it's still something that the fabric of the physical universe and non-physical universe sit in. Like, it's it's something that connects all of us, you know what I'm saying, that's unseen but is everywhere and everything. That's that feminine, aspect of the universe. What came first? The star, or the canvas for the star to even exist, And again, for that star to have, to exist, it has to have some place for it, some type of place for it to be, In order for me to exist and walk and talk, they had to have like some type of place with some floors and what they call walls and ceilings, so I could step out and walk, and my star could walk around in this canvas, Same aspect. It's a cool little paint, by the way. I like these little type of paints that got that little ancient knowledge just secretly. Matter of fact, I'm out here in front of Whole Foods downtown. DTLA. I found back up. Because matter of fact, that's a personification of Thoth right there. And got the little I want to say I can't even think of the type of shape name. Then you got like the almost like a star tetrahedron type of vibe right there. So whoever painted this, they knew they was throwing them little slangs. I got the little infinite little loop. I forgot what you call that. Peace. Herb done went out. That's the thing. Gotta be a grown up about it. I could have been like, oh no, I can't let the herb go out. I gotta smoke it during the whole video. It's like, nah, I gotta get this information out. So if the herb gotta go out, then it gotta go out. I always got time to smoke it later. But peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate, of course, and we're not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Well, that's far in the past right there. Tote, you hooted. Right now.